Alright, so I'm going to start by searing off my tostadas for the crunch wrap. And I'm going to start with a little bit of bacon fat. So what we're going to do is we're going to set these nice and crispy tostadas to the side. And I'm going to actually sear off another corn tortilla for my crunchy taco. And this is all going to be part of a big at-home $5 box, like as if you were to go to Taco Bell yourself and get it. So in that same pan, I've opened up a bag of 1.5 pounds of ground beef that I had portioned out and saved. So the same pan we just used, we're just gonna add a little bit more bacon fat for flavor, since it's all evaporated from the tortillas being in there. And then we're gonna literally just at the same time throw our beef in there. There we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flatten it out, because with this beef I want that crust, and with that crust will be even more flavor, if you know what I mean, kind of like a steak. And then with this ground beef, I'm gonna just break it up a little bit, right? And then I'm gonna add my parsley. Right, just for color. And add another pinch. That would be about a teaspoon. A teaspoon of chili powder to taste, so you can always add more. You can't ever take flavor away. A tablespoon of onion powder. A tablespoon of garlic powder. Good old salt and pepper. Tablespoon salt, and then we're gonna add the secret ingredient, which is always cumin when it comes to Mexican meat or any kind of taco meat, you know. Cumin is the secret weapon, right? So we're gonna let that sear off. So if you can't see this, that crust that's building right there, that's what you want. As you break up the meat, all that seasoning is going to get mixed in there. Just give it a nice stir. And taste it as you go. The seasoning that you add sometimes can dissipate, so you'll need to add more. Give that a little toss, saute style. And you see how the texture of the meat is really nice. Now, don't get me wrong. At Taco Bell, we never cooked our meat. We steamed it. It came like in a bag. And I'm sorry to burst your bubble for all you Taco Bell fans, but if you're getting beef, that's how it comes. So now I'm going to go for a taste to see how much flavor we have. You could use a little more salt and a little more cumin. Tablespoon each. So I gave it another taste, and it needed another tablespoon of cumin as well as a tablespoon of chili powder and a little bit more garlic. One of my secret weapons, spicy Danos. That ends in that flavor. It's got some of the orange powder, some other things that I don't have actually, but this is gonna taste good. Add more salt to taste if you prefer, but at this point, taco meat's done. Also adding in half a cup of water wouldn't hurt, as well as a pinch of some sea salt. I use sea salt because it's thicker than iodized salt, and a cup of water that lets the meat get a little bit more glazy. Now, this is me making this from home. This is not processed flavored meat or any processed flavored seasoning. We're gonna be doing a burrito with flaming hot Fritos, and I bought a queso cheese just because I didn't really feel like making any cheese today, but we're still gonna go gourmet with the green chili queso dip. And then I'm gonna heat this cheese up in a pan. Just like that. Just let it rise, let it do its thing. It's got the flavor I'm looking for. I also added bacon fat, salt and pepper, as well as this queso for added flavor. Alright, so the bacon fat is starting to evaporate a little bit into the cheese, but I'm still going to stir it as it is at a rolling boil. See that? The bubbles. It's a rolling boil. And as you can see, there's no texture of oil whatsoever. The fat has mixed into the cheese. Okay, so what I've done is I've got my tortilla and then pre-cut it up and shredded lettuce and medium sharp cheddar cheese. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the nacho cheese, or queso if you will. I'm going to plant it right there in the middle. This is our first product, which is going to be the beef, and it's going to be the Crunch Wrap. Crunch Wrap Supreme, right? So we got the beef. Then we're gonna add our tostada. Instead of sour cream, we're gonna be using Greek yogurt, right? We're just kind of making this a little bit more fancier than Taco Bell, just by a slight spin. So we're gonna go ahead and add our quote-unquote sour cream, and add the lettuce, the cheddar. We've got some pico de gallo that we've had for a while. Well, not a while. We have some pico de gallo that we made fresh and we've kept in the fridge, so we're going to use that. And instead of just your regular old tomatoes and onions. And then we are going to take the wrap and wrap it like so. And there you have a Crunch Wrap Supreme. For an interesting measure, my girl had made this oil with this some kind of seasoning. Even she doesn't remember what it was, but I've tasted it. It tastes so good. Almost like an Italian oil with oregano, some seasonings, and red pepper in it. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this oil right here. Right? We're gonna fry our Crunch Wrap Supreme, just like that. And then we're gonna flip it. Next, we're gonna be using flaming hot fritos. And the first thing I'd like to do with this is I'd like to get the queso down. Next, I'm going to be doing the beef. Sour cream, aka Greek yogurt. We're going to add our cheese. We're going to add our Fritos. Just a little bit, don't need too much. Just a little handful, right? And then we're gonna roll it. Make sure you get all that inside. Nice and easy roll. Nice and light, not too tight. Also gonna take the burrito and sear it as well. Just like a griller. You know what I mean? Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is very, very easy. Just a crunchy taco. Well, for me, I prefer soft tacos, right? Just going to get that meat in there. It's just lettuce. And some fucking cheese, right? Everybody knows how to make a taco. It's not that hard. But this is Taco Bell. So, there you have it, crunchy taco. Now I'm going to present you with the $5 box. Alright, so now we're going to set up the box. Put my taco in. probably not gonna stay properly, but here we go. Here's your box and your beverage. And there you go, made it home, $5 box. Wow, man, this is awesome. So we got the Crunchwrap Supreme, we got the regular taco, as well as the beefy Frito Flamin' Hot burrito. And I'm gonna try the Crunchwrap Supreme first. Tastes exactly like the Crunchwrap, man. Let me grab me a chip right there in the queso. And my favorite part, as I'm watching Training Day in the background, Flamin' Hot Frito burrito. Woo! I love you guys. So please hit the like and subscribe button, as well as maybe leaving a comment below. I'm your host, Skylar Fox. I'll see you on the next one.